Welcome to Notability, specifically integrating a picture. The goals for this tutorial are inserting a pre-existing picture, editing a picture, specifically cropping, adding lines and shapes, changing the color of lines and shapes, and finally, taking a new picture and loading it into Notability. Let's talk about inserting a photo into Notability. Let's begin by creating a new note, and in this new note, we're going to hit this plus button in the upper right hand corner. Then I'm going to choose Photo. When I get into this album, I can either choose All Photos and look at all the photos in my photo library, or I can choose Recently Added. I'm going to choose Recently Added. At the very bottom here, I have a picture of my former AP Chemistry class, so I'm going to load that into my note. I can move this picture around by clicking on this top little tab and move it over here. I can copy it by just hitting copy, and then if I tap on my screen I can see paste, so I'm going to hit paste. Now I've just copied my picture. This is also the location where I could just hit delete and it would disappear. So if I want to work on this one, I'm going to move it back towards the center. The 4 little blue dots on the outside allows me to move it to a fuller portion of the screen. I can also edit my picture, so I'm going to hit the edit button, and now a new screen has popped up. On this edit page, I have a number of different choices. One thing I might want to do is crop my picture and get rid of the border that shows Notability. So I can hit this image right here. My blue dots show up again, and I can slowly pull in those blue dots until they just surround my picture. And by doing that, it crops it to the right size if I want it to be perfect. If I still wanted some border, I could move it back. And on this white border, I can add a number of things. If in the upper left-hand corner, I tap this line icon, I can see that I can either draw a line, straight lines, squares, circles, triangles, or add text. So let's say I just want to write something on my screen. So I'm going to tap the line and I can add something in like that. Maybe I don't want black for my line color, so I'm going to hit the undo button and I'm going to change the color. I can change the color by hitting this black square with the red slash across, and I have 2 options, either fill or stroke. Right now my line color is black. Let's say that I wanted to make it pink or blue, or how about purple? Once I do that, I'm going to tap on the box again. I'm going to go over to line. Line's already selected, and say heart, love AP Chemistry. Another thing that I can do is adjust the line thickness. So I'm going to tap on the blue dot. If I want the line thickness to be very fine, I'm going to pull that gray box down, so I'll get a very fine line. Or if I want to make my line thicker, I'll move the gray box up, click on that again, and I have a much thicker line. One of my other options is to include a shape. So let's say I wanted to do a circle. I can tap anywhere on here and add a circle. What if I wanted to fill that circle with a solid color? I would tap on the box again with the red slash through it, and now I'm going to go over to Fill. With Fill, I can add a color inside of one of my objects. So maybe I want pink inside of this. I'm going to tap out of this, go over to my shapes. Maybe now I want a triangle. So I can draw a triangle on my screen and flip it either up or down, backwards, move it all over the place. And you'll notice that I still have a purple border on the outside and a pink fill on the inside. And these are just a few of the different type of annotations that you can do to a photo in Notability. When you have completed all the annotations for your photo, hit the Done button, and that will take you back to your original screen. All of these options are also available if you just want to take a photo using your camera on your iPad. So here's a picture of my external mic. Take a picture of that. Use photo, and now I have a picture of my external microphone on my Notability note. And again, I can do everything that I did before. I can move that around, I can edit, disable text wrap, cut, copy, delete, all the different types of things that I was able to do with my existing photos. And that is a little bit about the different options you have for adding a photo into Notability.